what would you do if your friend could not get a hair appointment and asked you to color her hair? Well, hopefully after you watch my example, you will know how. So first, you're going to want to know how to set up properly and get all your products and tools out, and then you're going to want to section the hair and put the dye in. So today you will learn how to do all of those things. So first, you're going to want to begin by getting all of your tools and products. You're going to want a brush, the hair dye, a ball, a brush for the dye, and then gloves. You're going to want to get all of your things out first so that you don't have to run around and try and find them. So next, you're going to want to set them up in a organized manner so that you know like which ones you need to use first, and so that it's just easier. So you're going to want to put the brush first, and then the gloves, the hairband, and the clip, and then the hair dye in the bowl. So next you're going to want to take the hair dye, which I've already opened, and then you just pour it into the bowl, and then you make sure that you put the brush in there, and then you'll set that aside. And next we're going to set it up in the way you're going to want to use it, which is I think how I just had it. And then you're going to want to brush the hair thoroughly so that whenever you're sectioning it, you don't rip out the hair as you're trying to section it. You're going to want to take your pointer fingers and go just right along both ears and make a horizontal part. And make sure that you get all of the right hair that you don't want dyed up, and then the hair that you do, just leave it down. And you do this so that you only have the hair that you want to dye on the bottom and the hair you don't want at the top, and this is called a peekaboo. And then you're going to want to take your hairband or clip, and you're just going to want to tie it up on top of the head so that it's out of your way. And then you're going to want to put on your gloves so that you don't get the dye on your hands. And it's also easier to dye the hair if you have gloves on. Next, you will want to make sure that the hair's all brushed and there's no tangles. And then you're going to want to get a smaller section, about this big. And then you're going to want to put it in your hand, and you will get the dye from the bowl. Use the brush to go in upwards and downward strokes, and then just use your hands to kind of like evenly saturate the dye onto the hair. And then you're just going to want to continue that the whole way, and you're just going to make sure you use a lot of dye for that. And then once you've done the whole section of hair that you want, you will just take off your gloves and throw them away. And then you're going to want to wait about 30 to 45 minutes to let the hair process and make sure that the dye fully sticks to the hair. And then you're going to want to use a color safe shampoo and conditioner just to help that color stay in a lot longer. So today, hopefully you've learned how to set up your tools and products, how to mix the dye and put it in the bowl, and then how to apply it. So just a little recap, like first we set up our tools, and then we set them up in a way that we were going to use them. Then we sectioned the hair the correct way, and then we mixed the dye finally, and we applied it. So hopefully your friend will come back for you to dye their hair, and hopefully you successfully dyed their hair and made a great memory.